Here is a few things I'd want to see in Generation 10, Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. For my next wish, I want Pokkén Tournament 2. Not a port or a deluxe version of the port, but another Pokkén game. Pokkén did an amazing job at depicting Pokemon in a way we usually do not get to see. Since it's a fighting game with a limited roster, more detail can be put into things like texture and movement. You could really see what was supposed to be fur, skin, bone, horn, and scale. For example, look at how Machamp's head protrusions are depicted as bony crests, and the yellow trim around its mouth looks more texturally like a turtle beak. In the 2D and 3D sources up to this point, they could be anything. I assumed that if these head protrusions were not bone, then they had to be fin-like or frill-like protrusions, potentially highly vascularized skin and cartilage made to help with cooling the final form of the muscular lizard men. Never really got confirmation of which one it was. As for the mouth, I've gone back and forth between it being rugged, thick yellow lips or a reptilian beak because again, it's hard to tell. Machamp's design is more about the muscles and punching, not biting, so they never had to tell us. That looks the closest to a confirmation we're going to get, because it looks like a really hard beak around the mouth. For the head protrusions, I'd say bone, since when Machamp gets hot and steamy, its skin reddens from exertion and energy, but the crests stay the same color, leading me to assume they aren't as vascularized. This is just us talking about textural visuals. I love the animations in these games too. You can really get a sense of how these Pokemon move, their weight outside of turn-based combat. There is so much personality in how the Pokemon behave, express themselves, and move. Usually we had to wait for Super Smash Bros. To pick up 1 or 2 new Pokemon characters to see them fight with some personality, fluidity, and spectacle. Pokkén dropped and we got a roster of Pokemon that were very unlikely to appear in a game like Super Smash Bros. Pokemon with strange body types like Chandelure, Aegislash, and Suicune get to fight. Pokemon that are less popular or compete with the generational representative like Incineroar and Charizard being basically mutually exclusive with Decidueye and Blastoise. In the case of Lucario, a Pokemon that has already been in Super Smash Bros. For nearly a decade, Pokkén is my favorite representation of how they fight. I hate playing as them in Smash because personally all of their attacks feel awful to use, likely because they're balanced around their aura comeback mechanic. Lucario in Smash feels like playing Shulk with no sword. In Pokkén, they just get to be a fighter that uses aura for the spectacle of it. They get to use Bone Rush like a bow staff or as projectiles, and they still get to punch and kick within the same business day you press the button. I'll stop there because there's so many great things that came out of Pokkén to me, and I could talk about it all day. Let me know if you'd want to hear a video talking about stuff like Pokemon anatomy and physiology in Pokkén. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you some other time. Bye.